All right, let's cut right to it. You're here because you want a slice of the biggest construction boom this city's ever seen. And this is your guide to getting it. Look, you're not losing jobs because your work sucks or your crew isn't top-notch. Let's just get that straight right out of the gate. That's not the problem. You're losing because you're pricing your work like it's still last year. You're leaving cash on the table. You're underbidding, plain and simple, and it's absolutely crushing your margins. Well, that ends today, right now. We're gonna completely reset how you think about bidding, so you can stop fighting over scraps and start winning the jobs you actually deserve. No fluff, no theory. We are gonna fix this with a playbook built on cold, hard data. Let's go. First things first, you need to understand the sheer scale of what's happening, because this isn't just another upcycle, my friend. This is a full-blown gold rush. Get a load of this number, $49 billion. That's a 5-year pipeline confirmed by the Winnipeg Construction Association. That isn't some guess, that's the prize. Let that number really sink in for a second. Now, let's talk about right now, the immediate future. CMHC data is showing nearly 5,000 housing starts for 2025. That means shovels are already in the dirt. You know, that's the second highest number in the entire history of this city. And get this, while the rest of the country is kind of hitting the brakes, we're hitting the gas. Our housing starts are up over 12%. The national average, barely half that. And Toronto, they're down 31%. This isn't just a hot streak, you know? This is a fundamental shift in our favor. Now look at these two numbers. See that? We are starting way more units than we can possibly finish. And that gap, that's over 1,300 units right there. That's the backlog. And that backlog, that is your guaranteed pipeline. If you're in a finishing trade, electrical, plumbing, drywall, you name it, that's an 18 to 24 month runway of work that is already funded and just waiting for a crew like yours. Okay, so the money is there, it's real. The question is, how do you get it? Well, this is the playbook. 5 straight up plays to lock in your piece of that pipeline. Here's the game plan. It's simple. 1, we find where the real volume is so you're not messing with small time jobs. 2, we get you on the right bid lists. 3, we make sure you protect your margin from getting eaten alive. 4, we get your cash flow sorted so you're not waiting on checks. And 5, we stop wasting your most important asset, your crew. Play number 1 is simple. Go where the money is, stop chasing scraps, focus on these 4 mega projects. I mean, Southwood Circle alone is a $6 billion project. It's a whole new town. These are the jobs that are gonna keep you busy for the next decade, not just the next 10 weeks. All right, play number 2, get on the damn list. These are the big players running the show. Properties has Southwood. Alexa and Shindico have the Water Tower District. Tricor is on Centerport South. These are the names, these are the people you need to be talking to like yesterday to get pre-qualified for their bid lists. Play number 3 is where we stop the bleeding. You have to protect your margin. Don't even try to read this chart, just look at the trend. See those spikes? That's your material costs going crazy. Your old price book, it's useless. Inflation is a direct assault on your profit. So here's what you do. You price your bids with today's costs, not last month's. Steel's up almost 6%. Lumber's up over 4%. The second you sign a contract, you call your supplier and you lock in your pricing. If you don't, I guarantee you, inflation will wipe out your entire profit, period. Okay, let's talk about the thing that quietly puts good contractors out of business, cash flow. And this isn't my opinion. A national report just found that for almost half of all contractors, just waiting to get paid blows up project schedules by weeks. So here's play number 4, master your cash flow. You have to go into every job assuming you won't see a dime for 45, maybe even 60 days. Because if you can't cover payroll and materials for 2 months out of your own pocket, you're in deep trouble. Your best guys will walk the second a paycheck is late. And in this market, they'll have a new job before their truck is cold. And here's why they can do that. The construction unemployment rate around here has been as low as 2%. 2. You know what that means? It means anybody who's any good is already working. There's no secret pool of talent waiting for your call. And that brings us to our final play, and maybe the most important one of all. Stop wasting labor. In a market this tight, your crew is everything. Every single hour they spend waiting around for materials, or fixing a stupid mistake, or just sitting idle because of bad scheduling, that's money you are literally setting on fire. So, I know what you're thinking. I've seen booms before, they never last, right? Well, let me tell you why this time is actually different. Why this pipeline is for real. See, this isn't a normal boom just driven by market hype. This thing is being force-fed by government policy. You've got federal money pouring in, the whole city's zoning is being modernized, they're killing public hearings for projects, permits are getting pushed through in 5 days. It's a machine designed to accelerate construction. And trust me, they are not turning it off. So what does all this actually look like on a real job site? Let's run the numbers. Let's see how this playbook turns into actual dollars in your bank account. Here it is, the tale of two bids. On the left, you got the underbidder. He ignores reality, the steel hike, wage growth, all of it. He bids low to win the job and ends up with a negative 3% margin. He's literally paying to work. But the pipeline winner on the right, he prices in today's real costs, and he walks away with a healthy 12% margin. Same job, totally different strategy. That's the difference between going broke and building a damn empire. So look, you've seen the $49 billion opportunity. You have the 5 plays to get your piece of it. It's not rocket science, it just takes a shift in how you operate. So the only real question left is, are you ready to stop leaving money on the table and finally get paid what you're actually worth? If the answer is yes, comment the word pipeline below. I'll personally send you a 1-page checklist of this exact playbook, including the contacts you need for the big projects. Subscribe for more intel like this every week. Now go win.